G'day guys and gals, so BIEX6, DP regeneration rate is decreased, which gives us just enough time to deploy all of our Vanguard operators. That's not a horrible thing. Makes the start a little bit funky, but we'll get through it. So, we want Courier, Scavenger, and Beanstalk, and Myrtle. Those are all our Vanguards. Courier skill 1, Scavenger skill 2, Beanstalk skill 1 or 2, doesn't really matter because she's just going to be delaying stuff. And Myrtle with skill 1. 2 healers, Perfumer and Gavial, so Perfumer for her map-wide heal talent, and just a standard healer. I prefer using Gavial because of her high defense, it stops her from getting hit. Preferably a split shot sniper, so Vermeil is good. Obviously Blue Poison is best. Gitano this time around, because we're going to want this nice big AoE she has on skill 2. A healing defender, preferably. One decent defender. Now, I like using Bubble for this particular one, just because she reflects damage. So, because towards the end we have a lot of swarming happening, Bubble's just going to be taking a whole bunch of incoming damage, and frankly I believe that reflecting damage back on all those targets works better than someone just sitting there pelting a single target. So I think Bubble's better for this one. An Arts Guard, so I'm using Dernar with skill 1. I've tried with skill 2, she doesn't really seem to get that skill 2 up fast enough, so I'm sticking with skill 1 for that. Last but not least, we're going to be using April with skill 2. And April's going to be clearing out a bunch of enemies across the field. So if this helps you out, guys, leave a sub, helps me out a bunch. And I really appreciate that. And let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to throw our first Vanguard in down the bottom here straight away. Fast forward this a little bit because deployment points are slow and there's not a lot happening. So once we get to our 8, we're going to deploy Myrtle. We're going to deploy her one back. So just here. And lastly, just in time, our last Vanguard up the top. So I'll fast forward this. Obviously we can't use Myrtle's skill because she's defending. But as soon as this enemy dies, we want to get rid of that. Then we're going to pop Beanstalk in here, and we're just going to put her... You can put a crab wherever. I prefer to put it here, but again, it's up to you guys. So, keep burning through those deployment points. What we're going to do is we're actually just going to put the male here, so she starts working on this caster when she has some free time. First healer in here, facing down. And what we're going to do from here is deploy April here so she can work on these enemies, these two enemies here. Because obviously Vermeil's going to be attacking this one, so we don't need anybody there. Keep cycling deployment points as you can. We're going to pop in Bubble here in front of Myrtle, because otherwise she will leave. So just keep cycling Myrtle's skills from here. And what we're going to do here, once this first sniper gets up the Courier, we're going to wait until he dies, and then we're going to take our Courier. Make sure he's used his deployment points before you do it, because we really do need those deployment points. And we're going to pop in Dernar. Oops. Try to get your April out before they kill up like that. I wasn't paying any attention, but that's good. So what we want to do now is we want to take out Scavenger. Obviously wait until Scavenger's not blocking anything, so we don't have any dramas. Replace with your healing defender. Cycle Myrtle's skill again, because again we're just really going to need those deployment points. Pop in Gitano, and now Gitano will be the primary source of attacks. So what we need to do now is we need to take out Myrtle replace again with April. Keep cycling those points on Beanstalk. So obviously April will get rid of these last ones, and we've just got one left after this. So I'm actually just going to let April sit here for a brief moment, so she gets one attack on all those. I know what you're going to say, or one attack, what to bloody do. But there is a method to my madness. So Vermel's skill, once all these enemies pile in. Gummy should keep Gitano alive, so don't panic too much. And what we're going to do is we're just going to wait until the shielded enemy comes all the way up to Durna. And then we're going to use Durna's skill, because we want to get rid of those enemies. Otherwise Durna will get overflowed. And it'll be... So April's back up again, so we're going to actually deploy April over here this time. So she gets a couple of hits on some of these enemies, but primarily we just want that one dead. Keep cycling Vermel's skill. So once April's done, we're going to take her out. There's not a lot we can do from here. This is pretty much just where we're sitting. As you can see, the crab is blocking this guy, so thankfully he's not shooting anybody. But that's not going to stop anything, because now we have the big bum rush. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to deploy Courier here, so he soaks some damage, so we don't need to worry about what's going on here. Use Vermel's skill to try and clear the initial wave. Remember to keep cycling Perfumer's skill, otherwise your Durna will go down. And then once the second set of wolves come through, we're going to use Gitano's skill. Now after this, we're going to pull out. Beanstalk and replace with a healer, so we can keep topping up Durna. Bubble skill. So as you can see, depending on where your Courier is and how strong he is, he may clear out these enemies, he may not. Now I want this enemy as dead as he possibly can get before I start doing anything. I'm fairly happy with how everything is here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take him out. And I'm just going to wait, but I'm going to replace... I'm going to place April here. Once this guy gets into where April can attack. But we're going to put in April facing up so that April can attack both or everything. And from here on out, it's literally just keep cycling your healer skills and hope for the best. So everyone at the top's done, so we take out all the top people. There's very limited options to do, so we just stick Beanstalk back in there, doing our skill. Bubble's done, so we can get rid of Bubble. But because we can't actually put anybody here, yeah, we're a bit limited. I don't think... Oh no, they can. So you can put somebody there. I don't think they can quite be able to reach, but they can. So as you can see, this is going absolutely nowhere for them. So you can pretty much just wait this out. It's not a huge issue. As soon as the first one goes down though, the shielded enemy goes down, this second guy's just going to get torn to pieces, so... Yeah, it's not too bad, it's just one of those stack up your operators and just war of attrition it. So nice and simple guys, I hope that helps.